What is up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of Next Gen Console Countdown, the show where we tune in every week, every month, until the new next gen systems come out, where I talk everything Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S. What is this? Remember, there was talks of the cheaper Xbox next gen system. They code name Lockhart. It's official, guys. There was word on the street yesterday, and then Microsoft said, all right, word's out. We're making it official. Microsoft's got to be on top, right, of their own rumor. Microsoft came out on Twitter. They made it official. The Xbox Series S, the smaller, cheaper version of the X, $299 price point into next gen, a all digital, no optical drive console. November 10th is the release date. That is the details. Checkmate, Sony, your move. Now, here's the thing. Here is the deal. Here's the word on the street right now. And so far, it's been pretty accurate, what's been floating around. And it makes sense. I kind of dissected this, and it does make sense from a marketing, plan. The Series X is going to be priced at $299. I think it's excellent. Okay, the Series S to get into next gen, all right? All digital. The Xbox Series X, which will most likely both release on November 10th on the same date, I'm sure. Okay, will be $499. Let's be honest, there's a lot of tech in that machine, a lot of tech. The PlayStation 5 has yet to make official statements, but let's just say, now remember, PlayStation 5 is going to have two versions as well. They're going to have an all-digital version without the optical drive. So let's say that that's going to be $399. I don't think that's going to be $299. Because the PlayStation 5 all digital is going to be pretty much the same tech as the PS5, just all digital. So let's say the PlayStation 5 comes in at $399 all digital. I think that's good. And then you have the PlayStation 5 with the optical drive at $499. So between the PlayStation 5 all digital and the Xbox Series S, $100 difference. And that seems about right. And then you have the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 optical, both at $499. That seems very realistic to me. I'd be very surprised if it's any different. Let's jump to Microsoft's official Twitter. Here we go. The Xbox Series S, all digital next-gen console. Faster load times, higher frame rates, richer, more dynamic worlds, next-generation gaming performance in our smallest Xbox ever. There we go. Here it is. Here's the bad boy here with this giant subwoofer-looking thing in it. Everybody's calling it. Or washer and dryer, as they're calling it. Let's make it official. This was last night. I was actually here live. Xbox Series X next gen performance in the smallest Xbox ever. $299 ERP. Looking forward to sharing more soon. Promise. A sharp machine, nice and thin. Let's get this bad boy up here. Look at this. Sleek. I like it. Looks good in white. Sorry, this is the Lockhart. This was the code named Lockhart that we've been hearing about forever. And then, like I said, this is going to be in competition with the all-digital PS5. And then, of course, you'll have the optical PS5 and the Xbox Series X. I know it sounds confusing, but it's not. So you're gonna have basically two models between the two systems. And it's very similar to how you have it now. Every generation has this, and a lot of people are saying, "Okay, we know all about the tech, but what about the games?" So, okay, we know about the PlayStation 5's got exclusives. It's going to run the PS4 games better, blah, 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 backward compatibility, hopefully. Great PlayStation 5 games announced. But the Xbox, you could pretty much play on any Xbox system, and you're going to be able to play them on PC. And there's going to be no Series X or S console exclusives till at least over a year out. So why do we need this system, on launch date? Why not just get a cheaper Xbox One X? Well, I just read you why, the specs of the Series S, and look at that price point for next gen capabilities, $299. I think that's a good entry. But people do have a good point. Halo Infinite is delayed, so that was going to be their flagship. You don't have that now. Bummer. And they showed Forza at their press conference, that gameplay event. That's a ways out. Fable's a ways out. There's no sign of a new Gears because they're still supporting Gears 5 with the enhanced updates. The Witcher 3 was just announced, enhanced version, free of course. So, Cyberpunk is going to get an enhanced version. All the recent newest games coming out. Same one on the PlayStation side. They're going to probably have an enhanced version of The Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima. They're going to have that new Spider-Man game, Bug Snacks. So, my question to you guys is, at this price point, would you get into next gen? I'm looking at the specs of this machine, and it still looks really good. The price is good. I was expecting this to come at $399, like I'm thinking the PlayStation 5 all digital is going to come in. So, naturally, I think $299 to jump into next gen. I don't know, man. It's tempting. I'm going for the Series X, but somebody that may be on the fence of not... I think... Here's my thinking. I think that this is more... Look at this. This is fucking awesome. This is playing, by the way. Here. I think... Oh, hold on here. I don't want that to play. My thinking is that if you weren't planning on buying a Series X and you want to hold off with your Xbox One or your Xbox One X, this might be a consideration at $299. Just because of the freaking looks of it. Look at this thing. Man, even if you're getting a Series X, this thing is kind of tempting. Next gen speed. Custom solid state hard drive. Incredible fast loading time. Seamless game switching. Next gen performance. All digital gaming experience. No optical drive. Next gen frame rates up to 120 frames per second. You got that brand new controller. Better with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Play over 100 high quality games. Games optimized for next gen. Destiny, Valhalla, Halo. 114p up to 120 frames per second. DirectX ray tracing. You know what? This looks like a fucking November 10th. This looks like a 6 system. What do you guys think? My thinking is it's pretty damn cool. it's interesting. It's interesting because of what you're getting for the money, the price point. I think if it was $3.99, then you might say, maybe I'll look at the PlayStation all digital. But at $2.99, even if you sell your Xbox or your Xbox One X and you do a trade-in towards it, man, I think you got it made. I think the Series S is definitely an upgrade if you're an Xbox player and you're definitely planning on staying with Xbox. If you're a diehard PlayStation fan and you're patiently waiting to upgrade to PS5 from PlayStation 4, I don't know if this is going to make you switch over, but it might make you decide on a second system. Buy the PlayStation 5 and buy the Series S maybe down the line at $2.99. I know people that have multiple PlayStations. So why not just, instead of that, why don't you just get your PlayStation 5 and maybe a Series S down the line? I don't know. That's my thinking. If you don't want to shell out the $4.99 for an Xbox Series X. Let's just consider all of what I'm saying is official. We have to hear from the boys at Sony. They were waiting to hear more from Microsoft. Guys, I think it's time. Listen, they're doing drips and drabs. So is Microsoft. I think it's time we just lay it all out on the line. I think it's time we just say, all right, listen. Okay, these systems are supposedly coming out. Well, we already know one is November 10th. Holiday. Okay, 2020. That's November to December. Guys, listen. When I was growing up, we used to pre-order consoles months and months, sometimes a year ahead. It's time to announce your details. It's time to announce the information that people want to know. You're not going to be able to make everybody happy. I talked to people that were unhappy about this announcement. And they got the Sony fanboys that are just making fun. Oh, you're going to pay $2.99 for a washer and dryer looking thing? I'm sticking to my PlayStation. I'd rather buy a PlayStation 3 instead of that thing. So you're not going to change them. Okay, that's not going to change. They're already set in their head what they want. I think this was a smart move by Microsoft, and I think it's a great price point. It's even got me interested. Because I'm definitely getting the Series X. I needed to cover on my channel. I needed to cover the technology. And I needed to compare to the PlayStation 5. So, I'm going to wrap it up here. I wanted to cover that. Your number one source for next-gen gaming news and coverage. Murray and J08. I will be seeing you guys as information comes out. I am watching, guys. I am watching. I was on Twitter when that stuff went live. I was watching Microsoft. I was going, come on, leak it out. They made it official. I was there. I retweeted it. I commented. I said, come on, Phil Spencer. We know you got it. We know you got it in you. Stuff's coming. Drips and drabs, but it's coming. I think we're going to get hit with a big bomb all at once. Give us what we want. It was a rough year. Just, give us some good news and release that information. Take care, guys. See ya on the next episode of Next Gen Console Countdown.